Namaste, angel. This is going to be a client reading for a young man, 26 years old. He said now, I believe, or he's turning 26. I think he's 26 now, and he'll be 27 on December 16th. So he's a Sagittarius, and not surprisingly, in shuffling the hashtag creepy deck, I came to this young female. This is like my Sagittarius card in this deck because of the red lip and like the red skirt, the fire red hair, and the young female, Sagittarius being the more youthful of the fire element. He is both the Sagittarius moon and sun, he says, and a Leo rising like myself. Sagittarius is also like the mirror sign to Gemini. We are both mutable and youthful and silly, and he says we have a bunch of music syncs in common as well. So looking forward to doing this. I had shuffled the cards before I went back to look at the email he sent me, because I said, oh, he did tell me something about himself. It was his sign and everything, and two potential mates, females that he was in which he's interested, an Aries and a Libra. So I've already seen evidence of the Libra, because as I was shuffling my angel tarot, I saw a lot of air. But that doesn't mean that's the right one necessarily. Could be. I also saw new love, and am beginning with that angel tarot, if I use it, with the Ace of Water, which it can be about new love or reuniting, reconciliation, all those kind of things. All right, so let's get started. I want to lay a couple cards first for each of the females, and then when I lay the other spreads, I'm going to put him on this side with the Divine Masculine, but I don't know how they will fall, and I don't know that he's the Divine Masculine. Actually, it's more frequent and realistic and logical that someone seeking a reading, so this far in their awakening process, maybe, that they're, looking into their romantic life and, like awakened even to that part of the journey. The Divine Feminine does awaken first. That doesn't mean that he is, definitely, but he very well could be, and it has absolutely nothing to do with his personality, his character, his sexuality, his gender, none of that. We are all androgynous at the soul level. If you read the scriptures, they're all described as male. I mean, that's not surprising in like a patriarchal system. But, they basically, when they're described early on, or if you can get your hands on like a really early Bible before the 1600s when King James changed them, the description is really, it's an androgynous being. So, all that said, I'm beginning with expectancy, which is about blocking one's blessings, right? The universe is so vast, it can do anything for us. And we just kind of got to ask like loosely for those things. If we try to be overly specific, then we limit the universe. Like we're being overly specific, but we're being overly specific with our limited, mindset and concepts. Not thinking that, the universe can do something so much more grand than we could even conceive. So we need to stop doing that. And this couple, or perhaps, just the gentleman for whom I'm reading, need to stop doing that. And opening to birth. So similar to the Ace of Water, this can be about the birth of, something new, including new love, a new relationship, and or like new circumstances to a relationship that had already begun to flourish, or like a relationship anew, reconciliation, getting back together, those sort of things. Expectancy and the gateway. gateway, kind of like, you know, what it sounds like and what I just described about somebody who's aware about they're embarking upon a journey. And sacred union. Saw this as I was shuffling too, and I said, ooh. There is a connection with someone, sacred union again, and divine guidance. You know what? On this happy note, let's cut sacred union here. And I've come to creativity, which is about water. Now I'm looking at this ace of water. I'm like, he didn't describe any water signs. I mean, somebody could have water in their chart, or again, the ace of water could just simply be about, you know, like the birth of something new, a new beginning somewhere that is emotionally fulfilling, extremely emotionally fulfilling, will make you very happy. So maybe that's why more water is showing up. This is also about air for me, this card. It's kind of like the equivalent of a 3. And you're probably saying like, well, how could creativity mean equal 3? But 3, that's what 3s are about, like creativity and abundance and building toward a foundation. And that's what this card is about for me too. So like, and as it relates to relationships, the co-creation of a relationship. And it's also about air and water coming together because it's very Aquarius to me with this angel here who is clearly a water bearer, like an Aquarian. She's holding a vessel here, and there appears to be like water spilling out of it, and she's standing in a pool of water. And in that pool of water in which she's standing is, well, from that pool of water is emerging a bunch of translucent fish. So it reminds me of Pisces too, or water signs in general. And the overall energy is transmutation, and this is all about fire signs for me, with all this fire that's very clearly in the picture. But also about turning any negativity, any toxicity, any, you know, cords that are unhealthy, turning all of that to love. So like you take your regret and your resentment and your anger, like all that kind of stuff, and like ball it up and manipulate it and turn it into love. I'm going to lay, I usually lay 5, but I don't know. I've been having my camera weird lately. I don't know if 5 will fit. I may just do 4 here. And this first row will represent the Aries, because that's who he listed first in his email, the Aries. I could fit another one, but let's do 4. And then this is the Libra, about which he spoke. First card for the Aries is creativity. So someone with whom you could potentially co-create, maybe, and who is working toward abundance, trying to build a foundation, put some stakes in the ground. Blessings from Mother Mary toward this young woman and or a relationship with her. Abundance. So I said here, she's building toward abundance. This card's got some similar colors, but it speaks more earth to me and Venus. Well, yeah, abundance. I was thinking something about Venus for a second, but it was related to abundance yet again. And this last one, retreat. So very interesting for the Aries, a bunch of earth and potentially some air and water showed up for them. Retreat, about the need to meditate. Nothing very romantic here, though. Let's see what's in this bottom row for the Libra. Eternal flame. Okay, right out the gate. Here we go. Listening. This is a very air card for me, too. It's more specifically Aquarius, but it could certainly represent Libra, too. And maybe connected to our music syncs. Right? Keep listening to audio. You know, any kind of messages that may be coming through clairaudience is what this is about. This can also be about communication too for me, because it does like scream Aquarius to me. It can be about communication, perhaps specifically electronic, like texting and things like that. And also the need to actually, like, to truly listen in communication and make sure that you're like hearing one another and not just like it's just going over your head or their head, and no one's really being receptive to what the other one is saying and really hearing the words. Sometimes it helps to repeat them back when people talk to you and you want to have a really honest and fair and open and mutual conversation. It can sometimes help to repeat back. So you're saying, this is what you would like. Yes, I would like XYZ. And you're both hearing one another and communicating like, you know, super effectively. All right, what else we got here? Ooh, love with the Libra. Nice. And also golden path. So it would appear to me that it is with the Libra with whom you may be embarking upon a romantic journey. Perhaps even a sacred union. That sacred union card showed up as I was shuffling. Not necessarily attributed to either of them, but I'd say that there is somewhere you're meant to go with this one, right? This one is at least part of the journey. The golden path for me is about healing too. And it's the healing specifically kind of Archangel Raphael, who is like the guardian of like the heart chakra. And it's weird because he's not the archangel of love. That would be Daniel. He's not even the archangel of unconditional love. That would be Chamuel. But he works very closely with Chamuel because he's the heart and Chamuel is unconditional love. And he's the healer, like throughout. And so we need that for unconditional love. Like they go hand in hand. So they're like a tag team, the two of them. All right. I want to show you some other spreads. I don't want to spend too much time on this. All right, so listening was back. Now the mystic, which is also very Aquarius to me, or air sign, and also water sign. And the goddess, specifically of the moon, maybe. We have a full moon in Gemini. Some are saying a super moon coming up on Sunday. Today, the day on which I'm doing this reading, is Friday. It is currently 2:21 in the morning. Yes, I know, I keep very weird hours. We almost made the 222, but nope, I turned around, it was 2:21. And tantric union, so about 5D communication. That's communication in general, very air signy. And here's some fire for you. Golden memories. This is about, so similar to the transmutation, like leaving any old pain and any old whatever that's not going to be helpful to you as you walk down the path, and certainly not when you get to the end of it. So you want to leave that stuff behind now. Like imagine you have to pack a bag to go on a trip down the path and you can't take everything. Leave like the funky stuff, that pain and resentment and anger and, you know, any of that, or transmute it into love before you go, and it'll be much lighter and it can fit in your bag. You know what I mean? Now it's 222. They said, look at now. Equals 6 equals love. And that listening card is back. So you may want to listen specifically to, like, continue to listen to your music, you know, any and all genres, whatever you're into. That can be healing too, and therapeutic and meditative. But listen specifically to perhaps some binaural tones about releasing like toxic emotions, fear, pain, resentment, all that kind of stuff. And the overall energy here is eternal flame. That eternal flame is back. Okay, so did I go through my spiel about the androgynous nature of angels? I think I did. Because this is going to represent the divine feminine about herself, or perhaps himself. It can absolutely be the gentleman for whom I'm reading. He can absolutely be the divine feminine without, again, it having anything to do with his sexuality or personality or character or gender or anything. Just the way it tends to work out, because actually the divine feminine does awaken in as it relates to this first and more so, and is to lead first, as I've mentioned many, many times, and try to illustrate based on the scriptures of those divine feminine that have come before us. All right, so anyway, this is the divine feminine to his or herself. The divine masculine as it relates to the divine feminine. About himself or herself. The union as a whole. Overall, the outcome, I'm not really sure why I was made to lay that one first. I often do it last. What the divine masculine would have the divine feminine do toward the union. What he or she is willing to do themselves. And what the universe would have the two to do. Divine feminine, Ari, the divine feminine. Healing is necessary. And so this could go, you know, toward one or both or either, actually. We all have a masculine and feminine within. And you know, I've said before, I don't know if I've said it lately, but I've said before, like even when I do my spread of divine masculine, divine, you know, each archetype on either side or whatever, you know, you can bounce around those. We can all bounce around those and, you know, I could easily have divine masculine apply to me in my life, you know, any given week or part of the reading, and then, you know, go back to the feminine. It is, normal and appropriate. It makes complete sense because we're both, you know, we're both each. We're both half of each. In any case, this is about healing and maybe connected again to Archangel Raphael. There's a lot of green here. And that's one of his colors for sure. But this woman, she has like scars on her face and neck, or at least what looks to be scars to me. And then these rays here that I always say are like Venus and Mars, sending love energy, or perhaps Chamuel and Raphael, or even Michael with his blue. Jophiel too, with her blue. Sending healing energy down and throughout this person's being to completely restore them. The masculine about the feminine. Divine guidance. So this could absolutely be you seeking this guidance right now. You know, of the divine through me, but one way or another, right? You're getting the divine guidance. There's more moon here too. That could be relevant. Again, with the full moon in Gemini, just days away. This card reminds us that the guidance that we seek and which is available to us is infinite. That could never expires or depletes, and it's always there. We just have to seek it. The divine masculine about his or herself meditation. So healing is necessary here too, right? That's what this means. And meditation for me comes in many, many forms. It can be, again, with, sounds. It can be sitting in quiet or peace, Indian style, like this woman here. You don't have to be naked, but you can do that too if you're into that and you're in a safe place where you can be naked. Whatever makes you feel at peace and able to connect with yourself and the universe is meditation, in my opinion. The masculine, the union as a whole, expectancy. So like we've been blocking our blessings in this situation and circumstance. Maybe that's why certain things haven't gone our way. So we've got to loosen up on that. Overall, miracles. Yeah, miracles can happen and they will happen, particularly when we do this and allow for the flow of abundance. What would the divine masculine have the feminine to do here in this situation? So you may very well, again, be showing up as the feminine, at least in this spread, with this fire coming back up. I mean, it can come back up either way. But the fire is coming back up, this golden memories, and one or both of you have some things from your past of which you need to let go in order to be able to move forward in a healthy way. And what is the divine masculine himself willing to do? This is another card of overall healing. So you're both kind of in the same place where there's a need to work on oneself in order to be able to progress forward with another. You can see this is overall healing, head to toe healing. What would the universe have the two to do? So this is more meditation, and it's crossing the meditation card, and it's sitting here atop this expectancy because meditation will help us to let go of these expectations. And this is about connecting with Mother Earth and to allow and make way for the flow of abundance because we have been blocking it. And the outcome here on this spread, physical body and more fire. Yeah, this is... It's not so much about the physical body. Like sometimes this card is about physical body very literally for me. In fact, a couple of weeks ago, it was like about the divine feminine and her weight that was coming through. This time, it's about passion and healing again. You know, like how the sun is said to heal people. I don't know if you've ever heard that, but it is. I know my mother, when I would have my children, when they were babies, she would say, like, make sure, if it was a sunny day, make sure you take that baby out. They need the sun, like, to thrive. That's what's coming through, too. Like, the sun, like, the fire giving you life and, like, sparking. I don't know how to describe what I'm talking about. Similar to this, I guess, overall healing, but like a burning passion and like a full body awakening, if that makes any sense. I hope it does, because I'm not finding the word that I'm trying to describe the magnitude of what I'm picturing. All right, so let's see what the hashtag Creepy Deck has to say, beginning with young female and opening to dark male. Now, there may, in fact, be a young female involved. I think there is, right, because you're a young male. But, again, this card is about Sagittarius to me. It can have dual meaning. They can all have more than one meaning. And then dark male. This could very well be you. Both could be you. Both cards could be representing you. Young female and control. This can be about the expectations, right? Limiting ourselves, like manipulating ourselves. Young female. Wow. Union. Boom. Young female. And short-term heartbreak. Young female, go one more. Beauty queen. Nice. This is about like just feeling really, really awesome about oneself. It has a very Empress kind of feel to it for me. A Venus-y feel of just feeling beautiful, looking beautiful, being particularly attractive to other people. You know, sometimes you're just like, well, I must be hot in these streets right now because, you know, you're just like popping. That's what that card, Beauty Queen, is about to me. And children. I just heard siblings. So I don't know if this is about your siblings. If I don't even know if you have any, or if she does, but siblings could come into play. This can also have more than one meaning and can be about you guys too and the youthfulness, not only of you as individuals, but of, you know, any potential relationship. All right, I shuffled everything up, and Beauty Queen is still our overall energy. Divine couple. Recent past. Near future. Masculine higher self. Blocks to the union. What the feminine can do, what the masculine can do. Further advice from the universe. And the outcome. Money. So more abundance and also like the value of the relationship and the thought that it can go a long way. Like when I see Pentacles cards or Coins cards in relation to a union, a relationship, it means that it has a chance at longevity. Recent past is karma. So you may have experienced some karmic energy, maybe even a karmic soulmate. Maybe the Aries was a karmic soulmate type of energy. And so that's the recent past. The near future, Ice Queen. So an air sign. Venus actually rules Libra, right? Venus is the ruler of Libra and Taurus and the esoteric ruler of Gemini. So certainly an Ice Queen. Wow. Union up here in the masculine's higher self placement. So looking to unite, hook up. Blocks to the union. True gem. I just saw an orb fly by. I don't know if you guys saw it. It's coming through right now. Like it has something to do with money. It has something to do with money. I keep hearing money. Let me look at some more cards. I'm not sure what they mean by money. Money to purchase a ring when I don't think we're there yet. We just tried to figure out who's who here. I don't think we're up to that yet. All right, yeah, let's see what else. What the feminine can do here. Mature man. Crossing the karma. Mature man, I'm sure you've heard me say before, is very Aries-like to me. Like he comes through in a very like controlling and overbearing sense. And he's crossing the karma. So this could be connected to, again, the Aries, which may very well have been a karmic soulmate, as they call it. Quote unquote karmic soulmate. I don't really like to use the word karma like it's become something where it's like a derogatory term, and that's not what it's supposed to be. Like karmic energy is just like energy of the universe. It means like the universe is stepping in, it's beyond our control, it's fated, it's destined, all that kind of stuff. Not, you know, something negative necessarily, but In any case, here, what the feminine can do, passion. So this is like going after your passion. I was trying to describe all that before. The outcome in the other spread, passion and burning and just like a full body, like putting your whole self into it. You'll be able to. I still can't find the word I'm looking for, but yeah, go for it, basically. I think the money is the money that I'm hearing in relation to this card is connected to this one. And like, and more so like there really is no block, like this is like good money. You could go for this relationship, is what I'm getting now, which is kind of funny. And further advice from the universe is to cut the strings, any strings of control or manipulation. And this is like against you and from you. If you are, doing any manipulating and trying to control things, when you had that expectancy card turned up quite a few times as I was shuffling and it landed on it. So that can be control, trying to manipulate things even in your own situation, trying to force, trying to like be overly hands-on where you're dealing with karma, and karmic situations, again, fated, destined. And outcome here, dating queen. So very popular, like beauty queen, feeling good about yourself, abundant in the area of love, and possibly having more than one suitor from which to choose, even going forward. I feel like I'm out of time, but I want to also do some romance cards, at least. Doreen, Virtue, Romance, Angels. And for that, I'm beginning with new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And opening to reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. And this goes with, again, the Ace of Water, to which I shuffled with the Angel Tarot. About, yeah, it can be new love or love anew with somebody you've already met. So I would say the Libra. Someone from your past is returning to your life. And a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. New love. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. New love. Wow, wedding. This situation involves marriage. Sounds like sacred union. New love. And past life relationship. You've known each other before. New love. I'm going to cut. Those cards alone kind of told a story. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Masculine playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, which you certainly have as a Sagittarius, right? Very youthful, maybe even silly. Some would say, quote unquote, I'm immature. Don't worry about it. I mean, no, I don't mean anything bad by it. Me too, as a Gemini. Surrounded by, this is one of my Sagittarius cards too, because this woman is very Cupid-like. You deserve love. You are lovable. And flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. For the feminine, attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. But you've got to first release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Because this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. crowning the union worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Aw, very nice. At the root, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. And at the heart of the matter, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And not displacement, not a mistake at all. You might say, why isn't soulmate in the middle? Why forgiving and learning? Well, it's teaching you the lesson here that you deserve love. You are lovable. If you feel like you haven't had it and you can't have it and whatever, you will get it. And they're guiding you toward how you can. And it's sitting here next to release your ex, because this is about releasing and healing the past in order to move forward. And we saw evidence of one or both of you having to do that already in the other spreads, that there is old stuff that has to be transmuted into love. It's pain, old pain, and or, released. Let go of it so that you can have something brand new. Further advice, golden path. So again, just keep going like you're on track. Keep going. Keep heading toward Archangel Raphael. He's at the end in, the Emerald Ray, where the Emerald City would be if this was the yellow brick road. And heaven on earth. This is another very release your ex kind of card. It shows that we're holding on to something that is not conducive to our future. And in order for us to have heaven on earth, right, that sort of emotional fulfillment, Ace of Water type of stuff, we have to first let go of our, baggage and pain from. There's something that we're like, we've been hesitant to let go, and we know we need to let go of it. We're like grasping at straws, holding on to old toxic energy. So she's got to do that. And for you, maybe perhaps in the meantime, dating, at least under the full moon. You might get invited out somewhere this weekend or something like that, or within the next 2 weeks, which would make sense, right? Your birthday. Happy birthday, by the way, if I don't remember to do it again in a weekly or something. Feminine, thinking about the past. This card comes through to mean so many different ways. I mean, I guess they all do. But it's not always distance as in like location, destination. Sometimes it's time, and that's the way it's coming in now. Again, she has a lot of these ties to the past. I guess positive and negative, because you guys have a tie in the past too, right? The past life connection, a soul connection, a karmic connection. Because again, karmic isn't negative, or it's not meant to be. So karmic without the air quotes, by the way. I should have done. All right, from the romance angels to you, passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So this third or fourth card of passion and this burning that I still can't describe, but hopefully you get it, especially since they keep trying to help me along the way. Hopefully you received that message of what your healing is moving you toward. Just really being just true happiness, driven by what moves you, what moves you at your very core, what sets your heart on fire. And lastly, boom, engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So maybe that other card did have, from the other spread, did have dual meaning. And, in the future, there will be a wedding. We will need money to actually buy a ring with all these sacred union and engagement and wedding and all this kind of stuff. Soulmate turning up for you guys. I hope that you find your reading helpful and that you enjoy it. Namaste, Angel.